I'll be honest, I hate the R18. Why is no one talking about how ridiculous those cylinders look and how they're just in the way of where forward foot controls should go? When Maria, Whitney, and I went to the Bikes and Beard shop, we wanted to ride some of the most ridiculous bikes there, and Maria wanted to ride the R18. With her mechanically inclined mind and living in a biker household with a basically different bike every few months, I was surprised at even her reaction to the bike, especially later in this video when she rode it.
This is the BMW R18, and this is the real reason why I hate this bike.
The BMW R18 is a large displacement bike inspired by the 1936 BMW R5, which you can kind of see in the shape of the tank, the line of the profile, and most notably, those stupid jugs. But instead of keeping it similar to the nimble, lightweight cruiser that it was modeled after, BMW made it a 790-pound big bike that Cycle World says sacrifices some of the superior technical and performance qualities we expect from the brand. It's like they were trying to go iconic Harley bagger, but missing what makes Harley bagger so cool, like the forward foot controls. Listen, you try riding tens of thousands of miles with just mid-foot controls and you'll hate it.
Is this just not your favorite bike you've ever seen ever?
This bike. I think it's one of the ugliest things I've ever seen.
Tell us how you really feel.
I think it looks stupid. If you're on like a bagger, a big cruiser, I'm not even very tall and my knees are like at less than 90-degree angle.
The engine head's completely sticking out and getting in your way, making it harder to park and maneuver. Definitely no lane splitting happening on this bike, which I know, Doodle, is your favorite thing to do on the road.
No.
So I'm gonna be really curious to see if the ride experience on this bike is as cumbersome and awkward and mismatched as it looks. Because I think with a lot of muscle bikes that we see, there's a flow to it. There's like aerodynamics, and this is just the judgment that I am placing on this bike. The first time I ever saw it was when my husband brought it home to the garage, and I said, "Wow, baby, that's so beautiful. I'm so happy for you and excited." But in reality, I thought it looked like someone smushed it and spread it out and put it on the manufacturing belt. But who knows? Maybe it could be a really fantastic ride. Because yeah, spoiler alert, I haven't ridden it yet, but we will see.
The BMW R18 has an 1800cc engine and about 81 horsepower, similar to its Harley counterpart, a Road King, at 1870cc and 95 horsepower. And the R18 can get up to 180 miles an hour, but please don't do that. Its 27.2-inch seat height makes it surprisingly easy to maneuver in the drop riskiest moments like parking lots and at intersections. I'm so jaded by its cylinders, I can't appreciate anything else on it, but Maria did.
One of the most unique features it has is its rock and roll mode for sunny days and rain mode for, well, you get the picture. Throttle response is sharper and more powerful in rock, while roll smooths out the idle.
So overall, we just have a lot of pretty icky feelings about this bike.
I hate it. It's like, looks like it's trying to be a bagger cruiser, but really functional wise, it's only good as like a little naked bike, but it's not a little naked bike.
No, it's massive.
This is stupid, and I just think it looks stupid.
Okay, you know what, guys? Can I stop you for a second?
What?
Can I say something?
Yes.
Will you take this?
Yes.
Here.
All right.
I like the R18. I understand what they were going for. I like how it looks. Now, do I have a dentist income to just drop on a bike that I want?
$15,000 MSRP for this thing.
I think it's a very small sliver of people who enjoy the aesthetics of this bike.
And I'm all for weird bikes. Like, I think I could get to a point where I think this does look beautiful in its own way. I think where my getting stuck point is not quite knowing the purpose of the bike and like in what capacity it would fit into riding lifestyle. I just know that this massive flywheel that's in a completely different place is going to be just twisting me around all over the road, and I'm not excited about it.
Just starting it, you're gonna like, it's gonna be its own experience. So and also you're a newer rider, so here we are. She's gonna conquer it, and we're gonna take it out for a spin.
It's crazy to be able to like feel it, feel the flywheel. Will it fit?
this the biggest bike you've ever ridden?
This is the biggest bike I've ever ridden. So that was the longest distance I've ever gone on the biggest bike I've ever ridden. Y'all are gonna give me crap for this. This is what happens when you are in your late 20s and ride a bike that's shaped like that. My glutes are cramping right now. And then you go to put your legs up and you're like a little chicken. So
I hate it. I just
yeah,
hate
so far so great on first impressions.
So before we ride this ridiculous bike, let me answer one of the common questions I get. What is that light on the back of your helmet? So this flashes when you're stopping or slowing down, wire free. And you can mount it on different helmets with this little mounting bracket, and it comes in white and black. The technology is called accelerometer and gyrometer, so it totally just senses your motion right out of the box. You don't have to connect any wires or anything. One of the most common reasons for motorcycle accidents is failure to see another rider. So I always try to be as visible as possible. That's why I have a bright white helmet, a light colored jacket, and the brake free, where you can have a light in the driver's field of vision, not just down low in the rear brake lights. I have discount code for you, Doodle10 down below.
So as I alluded to, my beloved husband a couple years ago traded in his daily motorcycle for the R18. And although he always intended to use it as a stepping stone to get the bike he really wanted, he did give it the old college try and traded it in again 3 months later. So while I have my biases about the bike for sure, the coolest part about the opportunity Doodle is giving me is that I get to do something that a couple of years ago I thought to be completely impossible. And that's ride the bike myself and make my very own opinions of it. My husband may have gotten me into riding in the first place, but now it's my time to spread my little baby biker wings and ride the big boy bikes for myself.
That could be you guys. You could be getting your wife on her bike too.
Get your wife on an
Yeah,
R18
if you want a
right now.
video on how to get your wife on a motorcycle, I can make it. Just comment below.
So with no clear idea of who would enjoy this wonky motorcycle or whether or not I would drop it the second I tried to turn out of the parking lot, I still had to pony up and get in that saddle.
Maria, how you feeling on the R18, the world's, according to you guys, ugliest bike?
So I'm not gonna lie, I'm being totally honest here. It feels about the same as it does to look at it. Like it's kind of unique, and you wonder if it's gonna be cool, but then it's just kind of not.
Yeah, I could barely see you in this tiny little mirror I got, but it looks so ridiculous.
It's not comfortable. My booty hurts already.
Nothing.
My legs feel really crunched up. There is no get up and go to this bike.
So it's ugly and it's not comfy. It's got nothing. What does it have?
You got it, Doodle?
Turning it is not as hard as I thought it would be, but because of that flywheel and because the jugs are on their side, it just feels really weird. It's moving so much except for the direction you want it to go, which is forward. This thing also does not have great suspension, so any little bumps I'm like really feeling. Just to add on to all the things we love about it.
Who would like it? Who do you think would want the BMW R18?
I feel
Besides
like,
Whitney, apparently.
yeah, I feel like the only way that you would really enjoy owning this bike is if you just really think it looks super cool. Because I think the only thing that I like about it is I have never ridden like a big bike like this, and I'm kind of proud of myself. And that's the only
Way
thing.
to go, girl.
So all in all, I can talk crap on a bike that doesn't fit my long legs, doesn't make me drool over the aesthetic, and overall confuses the daylights out of me. But as they say, different strokes for different folks. And at the end of the day, this bike is a beautiful piece of engineering that many folks really love, and it encourages them to get out in nature, be in community, and enjoy some wind therapy. I loved riding these big bikes so much so that when I got home to my own personal MT-07, it kind of looks like a toy compared to the cruisers that I now know I am more than capable of handling.
Well, you guys, I really hate to say it, but riding the BMW R18 was exactly what I thought it was going to be. Possibly even worse. It was pretty uncomfortable to ride. I didn't feel cool riding it. The whole time I was just jealous of the Valkyrie room that was behind me in my rear view mirror every time. But listen, everyone, different strokes for different folks. If this is your kind of motorcycle, I want to hear about it. Please comment below. Tell me why I'm wrong. Let's start some drama in the comments down here. But personally, for me, this ain't the bike. However, very proud of myself for taking it out on the road, the biggest bike I've ever ridden. Shout out to Carolyn and Whitney for giving me the confidence, and also to my hubby for telling me I could do it and making me come out here. It's really cool to know that I can ride a massive bike that at one point in my life I thought only my husband could ride. So if I can do it, you can do it too. Now the YouTube algorithm is watching you, and it thinks you're gonna enjoy this video. So give it a click, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.